News on the weekend that the Shrine of Remembrance wouldn't be lit in rainbow colours was a quite surprising development, but it has really taken over the story from what is quite a wonderful exhibition here at the Shrine. It's called Defending with Pride and covers some of the stories of Australia's defence people from the LGBTQIA plus community. And it's a checkered past, and I've managed to track down some veterans who have some very significant stories. Phil, tell me, you served for a short time. Were you able to come out during your service?
No, not at all. It was back in 71 to 74. It was very difficult at that stage because I wasn't even comfortable with myself, and I thought, well, how can I be comfortable serving a country if I can't be comfortable with me? And after 3 years, I thought, I can't do this anymore, and I had to leave.
And it was even later, you were still being affected by the homophobia of the forces.
Yeah, in 1982, 5 of us tried to lay a wreath here at the Shrine, and Bruce Ruxton said we could, and then when we did it, he actually came up, security guards stopped us. He picked up the wreath, threw it in the bin, and had us escorted off the premises by the police. For me, the last 40 years have been important to a lot of people. Things have changed a lot. And if my story can help one gay kid decide that, hey, this is for me, I can do something, that's I've achieved something. If it's one little thing, I've achieved something.
That's brilliant. Phil, thank you so much for sharing your story. Of course, I was a former, I am a veteran. I used to serve in the Navy. And Yvonne was also a servicewoman during her time. Yvonne, come and join me. Tell me about your history with defence.
Hi, Nate. My name's Yvonne and I served in the Australian Army from 1979 to 1989. Unfortunately, my 10 years ended prematurely because I was a gay lady and I had a top secret clearance in my Corps of Signals. Consequently, they took that away from me, making me unemployable in the Corps of Signals. And I knew at that point I elected discharge after 10 years because I knew I'd have a target on my back for the rest of my career. Even though I was a 20-year soldier, it'd been a childhood dream. I didn't have a plan B, so it was really tough for me at that time.
What did you go on to do next?
I suffered in silence for a long time. I served in silence and I suffered in silence.
Thank you so much for coming and telling your story as well. And I've got one more person for you, Rachel Cosgrove. She's currently serving. In fact, we've served together. Rachel, tell me about the importance of this exhibition. I mean, obviously, the news about the lights was pretty devastating for some, but there's a good news story here too.
Oh, g'day, Nate. Absolutely, there's a good news story. The exhibition at the Shrine of Remembrance is an absolute testament, and it's a narrative that we need to keep going with the ability to proudly serve and recognise the LGBTQIA plus people that have served, still serve, and that will serve tomorrow and into the future. You know, the exhibition runs for 365 days. It's a real pivotal change in how we are and we get to be celebrated.
Choosing not to light the shrine in rainbow colours, do you think that would have a negative effect on the community?
It had a negative effect on the community, of course it did. Any symbol that is introduced and then withdrawn due to varying reasons and attitudes always will have a negative effect. But the positiveness is that the Shrine has still dedicated the last post-service last night. They've continued to dedicate the exhibition to the LGBTI people that have served and that will serve, and they're going to continue that for the next 12 months. And we're going to have an amazing amount of people come through and see this exhibition.